Something that's mulling on my brain this week that I'm excited to share with you is something that we're actually doing in WNDYR right now, and that's reinventing our whole technology stack. And the reason why I feel that it's very pertinent and why it's so timely in terms of this situation that we're facing globally at this point in time is because we all know that as companies grow, as teams shrink and grow larger and then shrink again, and customers shrink and grow larger, and the same thing happens at department level, you go through phases inside companies and teams where software is highly relevant and then it's not so relevant anymore. But very seldom do we actually do that like really solid housekeeping and actually do an inventory checklist of our SaaS applications that we're using and go, what is not useful yet anymore, and actually do the house cleaning to get rid of what's not being used. We very seldom consolidate. We very seldom, just do basic housekeeping. And so what we've actually realized as we've grown businesses, and not this only one, but like previous companies that myself and Tracy have built and grown, is that teams tend to go through an interesting cycle where I call it the 1-to-3 ratio. And I've actually had a business mentor who has taught me this as well, and has also seen it in his businesses that he's built, where when the team goes from 1 to 3 people, and then when the team grows from 3 people to 10 people, and then from 10 people to 30 people, 30 people to 100, and so forth. So it's that 1-to-3 ratio. It seems to be a very real incremental, pivotal point where at that point, the team outgrows the systems and applications that it's been using, and it needs a new suite. Sometimes it's not the specific SaaS applications that's being outgrown, but it's actually how they're being used. And so as a business leader, you need to be thinking about, are these tools still relevant? And if they are, how do we repurpose them and give them a cleanup so that we can re-engineer them in a way that works really well for us? Or is it actually a point where we've outgrown this? And so, for example, we can share with you now where we're a team of 50 people. We've had to go through some furloughs and layoffs. And so our team has shrunken a little bit, but it's still, we're at that critical point where you're going from 30 people to 100. And we've actually realized that we've completely outgrown our stack. And so we're going to be getting rid of a lot of the SaaS applications that we're using, and we're going to be bringing in new ones. And then there's a few key ones that we've been using, but we've been using them on the peripherals, and we're actually going to bring them into the core and the heart of our stack. And so I think it's a very, very good exercise for teams to go through. It gives people the ability to genuinely review what is pertinent and has to stay in terms of like task lists and things like that. And at the same time, it gives people the ability to give themselves a blank canvas and start working in a new way that suits the company where it is now and positions it for growth now in a way that it needs.